Hello and welcome to another edition of Author Fan Face Off. You know the idea. We get together a great author, a great fan. We pick a book by that author and then we see who knows more. I'm Steve Sheinkin and my co-host, of course, you know, is the leaping librarian, Stacey Rattner. Hello. And today we have the author of the super best-selling popular series, I Survived, Lauren Tarshis. Hello.
Hi, everyone.
All right, we're going to focus today on just one of the books, I Survived the Sinking of the Titanic, 1912. And when you thought of this series, was that the Titanic? I mean, was that the first thing you thought of or one of the first things?
Well, actually, it's sort of funny because when I first had the idea for the series, I thought I was going to write about disasters that no one had heard of. I thought that would be the coolest thing to have, you know, disasters from history, all natural disasters like Kylie. I don't know if you've heard of there was a big tsunami that hit one of the islands in Hawaii in the 1960s and a big avalanche that happened in Alaska during the gold rush. So I had this whole list and I wrote my proposal, and then when my publisher was excited to do the series, they said, and you know what, we're really excited to do it, and we want you to start with the Titanic. So I said, the Titanic? Well, why would you want me to write about the Titanic? There are like hundreds of books about the Titanic, and I'll never forget the person who responded, because she had a fantastic Brooklyn accent, and she said, yes, because everyone loves the Titanic. So it's true. Everyone loves the Titanic. And I am really super glad that I wrote about it because I don't know about you, Kylie, but it's one of those topics that is always fascinating. You know, there's so many different things that you can learn more about, you know, just what was happening in 1912 and what was so special about the ship and why they didn't think they had to slow down when there was fields of icebergs all around. And then, I don't know, actually, I brought this to show you because I actually just wrote another article about the Titanic for Storyworks, and it was about the search for the Titanic. And it was so, you would think that after writing, you know, my I Survived book and doing tons of research, I would be done writing about it. But just the search for the wreckage was so fascinating too. So
That is fascinating. All right. Well, I think your competitor today is also a pretty big Titanic expert. Stacey, would you do the honors?
Sure. I am so excited to introduce Kylie from New York. And she first said she's read it 5,000 million times and then narrowed it down to maybe 6 or 7, but still a big fan. And she was actually the one that said, I want to do I Survived the Titanic. So I feel like she's a good challenger for you, Lauren.
all right. Well, I hope I'm ready. That's all I can say.
Let's just jump right into some questions.
Yeah. All right. So Kylie, George is traveling on the Titanic with 2 family members. Name at least one of them.
His younger sister Phoebe and his aunt Daisy.
Excellent. There you go. It's like you get 2 for 1.
Uh-oh.
All right. Lauren, Marco and Enzo are from what country?
They are from Italy.
Yay! All right.
Okay. The questions get harder really fast. Kylie,
Okay.
what is the name of the man who designed the Titanic?
Ooh, I know Andrew. There's an Andrew.
That's actually what the book says, like it's Mr. Andrews. And
yeah, it's all it really
name was Thomas, but I don't think that came up, Lauren, in the book, at least not in the.
I don't think that I can even tell you that. I
Except
should.
Andrews.
I'm pretty
I
sure
should, Kylie.
he said Mr. Andrews, but I know he has an actual name.
All right. He does have a
We'll
nice
take it.
name.
We'll take it. We'll
And I'm
give
going to
you the point.
continue on
Kylie.
Mr. Andrews. We have a nice mix of things, Lauren, that you invented and factual questions. Mr. Andrews describes the Titanic as being this many blocks long.
Oh no, I don't think I know that one. Is it 10?
I'm going to see if Kylie has a closer number.
I feel like it's either, no, I was going to say 14, but I'm pretty sure it's 14 tons of steel. So I'm pretty sure it's 4 city blocks long.
That's right. 4
Oh my
city blocks long.
All right.
Wow.
I'm just trying to stay in this and not get
Yeah, you
demoralized.
can come back. There's a lot of time.
All right, Kylie. Phoebe leaves a trail of these to help her find her way back to their cabin.
It didn't explain exactly what they were, but it said they were little lemon candies carried in a silver tin.
Oh, wow. You're lemon drops. I'll take that. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome, Kylie. Lauren, to get back in the game.
Uh-oh.
George was in the baggage room the moment the Titanic hit an iceberg. Why was he there?
He was looking for a mummy.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, Kylie, another factual question. To what city was the Titanic sailing?
It was going to New York City.
Correct.
Yeah.
Awesome. And this is one that's, I'll take an approximation. I've seen different numbers when I did some research on this about how many people died on the Titanic.
That's a really, there's, after writing about so many disasters, and there's all these terrible numbers in my mind from the various, these catastrophes that I've written about. It's maybe between 11 and 1,200. Is that in the ballpark?
I've seen
Maybe
that
Kylie
ballpark, and I've seen 14 to 1,500. I think
What
in your
did I
notes
say?
in the back, you mentioned the exact, that it was 1,517.
They died. That's how many died. Wow. Okay. Well, I don't think I should get a point
Okay.
for that.
Okay, that's fair.
Too far off. That's not in the ballpark.
Okay, couple more questions.
You wouldn't estimate it. Okay, Kylie. Why was Marco not allowed to get on a lifeboat?
Because it was for women and children only.
That's a tough.
Yeah, that's
The
tough.
answer right, but I'm just saying that's hard. All right, and Lauren, what was the name of the ship that saved George and Marco?
It's the I don't know if it's pronounced Carpathia or Carpathia, but
I think in the audiobook they said Carpathia, but yeah. All right. Woo.
All right, well, I'm going to say Kylie is the winner today, but there's a bonus question.
Okay, let's see.
And this is one of those ones that you just had to be paying attention. So this is the question. What is George's favorite baseball team?
Wait. One of us.
If you know it, Kylie,
Yeah.
take a shot.
It was I'm pretty sure since they lived in New York, didn't you have to like the New York people? So I'm pretty sure it was the New York Yankees.
You're on the right track. This is a tough question because it's a team that doesn't exist in this city anymore. There was a New York baseball team at that time.
And you might have been confused because in the book it sounds like a football team that we have now.
That's right. That's a good hint because I do know. I'm pretty sure I know the answer. But Kylie, what do you think?
I know you just said it was like a football team we have, and that's the New York Giants. But I didn't know there was a baseball team like that.
There was.
Correct answer. Yes.
That's the right
Good
answer.
job. That's very impressive. Yeah, that was a cool thing. In a lot of the books that I've written about, like in my Chicago Fire book, I think I also, you have to delve into baseball history, and it's interesting that it's quite confusing because a lot of the teams that we know today either didn't exist or existed in different cities. So sometimes I think my readers must think that I really know nothing about sports. But the Giants was the name of the New York team.
You must find so many facts, especially for a book like Titanic, that you can't fit in. Does that?
I'm sure you have the same challenge, Steve.
Yeah, I do.
It's true. Yeah, and I think when you're writing nonfiction, one of the challenges is to give up some of the facts that are the most fascinating to you, but don't really help build either your story or your character. So sometimes you feel kind of heartbroken that you can't put something in.
Very true. Kylie, do you have any questions for Lauren? I mean, not every day you probably get to talk to one of your favorite
Yeah.
authors.
I do actually have a question. Will you be writing a book about the pandemic right now and everything that's happening?
That I'm getting that question a lot, Kylie. I'd love your opinion. My feeling is that, first of all, when I write an I Survive book, the question I always ask myself is, how did this event change our ideas about something or change history, change the way we live? So I think that certainly this is definitely changing our ideas about things, and we've adapted in so many amazing ways. I think the question will be, what will be the lasting impacts? And I don't think we'll know for a while. But I will say that I hope maybe you're keeping some sort of journal or writing down your thoughts and feelings or interviewing your family members or keeping track, because whoever does write about this is going to really want your story and stories of kids like you. So you're kind of living through this really important part of history. You were amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.